Hello again, party members. My name is Arios, and welcome back to Oni. So if you remember last time, we had just established that the new update was in effect, and we were just pretty much going to try to take the time to show off some of the newer things. So like I said last time, I was moving at the slower speed. So this time I'm going to speed it up so we can get through both, which I mean, I guess technically you still be doing the projects at the same speed, but we're trying to get through things a little bit faster. So I played a little bit on my own time, but I still didn't play too much because I still didn't want to spoil some of the new content, because I really haven't gotten to a lot of the new content, with the exception that I have done some of their plant tiles. Let me see, have I unlocked those yet? Food. No, I haven't. But with plant tiles, they're actually walkable surfaces that you can put, that your guys can walk on, which is cool, but at the same time it could be potentially disastrous. So now I just need my duplicates to finish what we currently have going for them, and then we'll be doing a lot better, because right now what's really going to kill us is I don't have oxygen in the right locations, and I also need to start mining out some of this algae, because algae is going to start running out on me if I'm not careful. And as of right now, until I get a steady resource of water, algae is my only source of, well, my only easy source of oxygen. Because once I find, oh, I got a geyser over here. Oh, a natural gas geyser. Ooh. But does it only spew out? Okay, so it only spews out natural gas, which means I could build something to harness that and convert it into power. Is the temperature super hot? It is super hot. Okay, so I do have to be careful if that's going to be the route I take, because there is a generator for natural gas. And I need to make sure that if I'm going to take advantage of it, I prepare, because I've tried to take advantage of like a heat geyser before, or a water geyser, which I don't seem to be lucky enough to get one this time. But with the water geyser, I took full advantage of it. The only problem is when I got to a certain point, well, not to a certain point, the geyser always lets out heat, so the water is always hot, which means any objects. Wait a minute. Is there an artist not working? That shouldn't be working. Okay. Is that when my duplicates would go in there, they would start overheating, which would potentially raise up stress. And then also the anything I was using to pump out the water, there's no way to cool it while it's there. So then it just pumps out the hot water. Any objects I have in there start to take damage, and then I have to spend resources repairing them, which winds up kind of being a potential penalty after a certain point. But I'll be okay with that. I still love this game to death. I still keep trying to find like perfect tactics and strategies for certain things. Excuse me. But I'm not all that good when it comes to that kind of stuff with these games. I usually hit a certain point and I'm like, I didn't do well. I should go ahead and start over. But not this time. I want to try not to do that, and I say try just in the sense that I am going to do whatever I can to go as far as I can until either everyone dies or there's no ways to sustain everyone anymore. Oh, look at them all sleeping. Oh, good night, Joshua. You too, Turner. You too, Lyra. And Hasten. Meep! Meep, why are you over here by yourself? You could sleep next to other people. They don't hate you that much. I mean, I can't say that for sure, because that does seem to be one thing that that doesn't exist yet, which might be a thing later, which would be kind of cool, is for there to be like not relationships in the sense of, you know, your duplicates get married and have kids and all that kind of stuff, but like if certain duplicates, like the a loud snorer, certain duplicates start hating the other duplicate because they're a loud snorer, and then so you have to start being good about balancing out people with personality traits, so introverts and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. That may be overthinking the potential of this game, since there's already a lot in this game as it is that you have to manage and keep track of, from the food to the oxygen to water. I've got a good water source over here, so I'll be able to cleanse that and then bring it over into the regular stuff. Will you guys finish this over here, dadgummit, so I have a station for stress release? So I only have 5 duplicates. I have 1.3 cycles until my next duplicate. So I hope I can get me... See, I have an artist. I have an artist duplicate. I have 2 researchers. You don't need to research me. You're too low. I have people who can do power, which everybody can do power because they'll raise up that ability at some point. I need a good digger because then I can take them off of the other things and then I can focus them specifically on digging out and clearing areas for the other resources that I'm trying to get a hold of. Yay, all that's done down there. Yay, now they can do faster things. Because for some reason the art, the building the art seems to take a lot of time. And then, yay, wow, that was quick. My researchers can go. So they take a long time, and when that happens, that they pretty much spin that whole, like, I think it takes like maybe at the fastest speed like 1/4 of a cycle, which that's a lot of time to burn through. Okay, cool, I got my liquid pump. So then I can start getting ready to pump over this into my reservoir over on this side. So I'll build one giant reservoir, and then I can start having things circulate. And then I have a plan. I mean, that's what I'm getting at. At the end of the day, is I have a plan. Okay, I'm getting my permeable tiles. I need this down here to be dug out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig this over. Oh, there's still... oh, cool. There's still some oxalite over there. And that's why I'm trying to get down here. I'm trying to get this oxalite so I can still get some more potential for some more free oxygen for right now. And so that's cut off. So really, I'm trying to keep my concentration in the bedroom high, the plant area high, and the research high. So then this way, they can keep working in an oxygen-rich environment without having to leave. Because then if they leave, then it slows down it either slows down productivity in that area, or they wake up from their sleep and then they don't get as much sleep. And then I think that builds stress faster if they don't get a good amount of sleep. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that 100%. So they're building there. I need to murder you because you're going to start getting in the way. Not directly, but you're going to start, yeah, like that. You're eating my resources. You just want to die, don't you? Oh, sweet. So this is in an enclosed area. Is there any toxic air? No, there's not. Cool. So I'm going to make sure they move all food into here so that if I get anything unrefrigerated, then it'll all just move right there. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's right. I forgot that the people with strength can carry more things. So one person cleared out the entire ration box all in once. Okay, so that's completely clear. So we can deconstruct that. It's no longer going to be a thing. Ooh, yes, half of a cycle and I get a new clone. Yay! And I'm actually doing okay. I'm actually doing fairly decent right now. Because usually what winds up happening is oh, wait. Oh, yeah, because they're prioritizing the food right now, which is fine. That's not a big deal. This will also be... I'm gonna also start working on building me a carbon dioxide path. So essentially what I do is I build an open gap where just all the carbon dioxide can fall. And then this way, as I expand, I can have it all funneled down into just this one location, and then I can have an air scrubber in that area, and then with the air scrubber in that one area, I can make sure that it'll all go down there, I'll clean that up, and then I can have a good rotation, and it just stay down there, because the air scrubber just uses water, and then I can reuse that, I can clean that water and then reuse it, because as of right now, oh, what's this? Automates switching, oh, it's power grid. Let's go that. Because the one thing about it is that as of right now, it seems like it's a 1-to-1 ratio on most spins and returns when it comes to filtration or cleaning. So like if I drain in 1,000 kilograms of, well, I mean, it's in kilograms, so that's what we're gonna go with, or kilogallons. It might be it. I don't know. If it's 1,000 kilograms or kilogallons, I'm betting it's kilograms. I don't know why I'm making up kilogallons. 1,000 kilograms of water that I pump it through the filtration system, and I lose no water. I just sacrifice the sand, and then that finishes pumping back into my clean water, and then I have clean water. Okay, sweet. Choose a duplicate. Do I have a digger? Not really. You're dimensionally inept, so you can't even build. So that'll be perfect. Because then I can have my new person. Who is my new person? Oh, you. So I want you to not tinker, not cook. I want you to do nothing except for dig and power. I'll let you do power and repair and mop and harvest and normal things, but I want you to predominantly focus on digging. So then this way I always have somebody constantly moving the dig process along. And this is almost done. Oxygen is still, so that's still a low concentration, but that's okay. We're still expanding on things. We're still working on things. I really need to get my stuff funneled in, but right now I just need to keep everything researching. Ooh, that's done up there. You'll harvest that automatically. So let's dig this out. So we're going to dig that out. And we're going to dig out right above it. Once you guys wake up from your sleep. Oh, come on. Come on, Lyra. This is not the time. Those are almost done. So I next need to build a cooking environment. Because this, I'm trying to do whatever I can to make sure... Cannot fertilize. Cannot... What? Why can't you? This farm plot does not... Oh, it doesn't accept. Oh, okay, okay. Because I want to keep them out of here because them going in there winds up hurting the airflow, and that winds up making it harder for the resources to grow. So I want to make sure that they have the easiest ability to grow while they're there. Ooh, did I get my... Nope, that was the fertilizer. Oh yeah, I got my tiles. So now I can do... I've not done a hydroponic. Allows liquid delivery for plant irrigation. Grows a single plant when sown. I've never done that. Okay, let's try that. Let's try one of these hydroponic tiles. So let's build it down here. Interesting. I wonder what grows in there. I bet you it's like specific crops that'll grow in there, or specific plants, not necessarily crops, because crops are the outcome of plants. Do I have my filtration thing? I don't. So I need to start working on filtration so I can start preparing for whenever I dig over here, because this little guy could become a problem, but if I keep him trapped, then he won't be a problem. And that oxygen is starting to build right here. So I need to make sure... Oh, what is this? Oh, cool. So I have to pump water into it. Okay, that's not what I thought it was going to be. Okay, well, let's not use that for right now. Boop, 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 boop. Not yet, anyway. Just because I want to make sure that I get the right thing. Or I have my flow. I have my setup going for everything. Because right now, I still have limited water intake. And I use a decent amount of water right now. And I definitely need to keep going with the algae dig. But I need to start getting that carbon dioxide down as far as possible. So let's start. Okay, I'm going to get you guys to dig over here. And we're going to build some gas permeable tiles. You're going to keep building this tile set. And I guess I'll use this area down here where my water is as my temporary carbon dioxide. God, jeez, these guys research fast. I guess it is pretty fast when you've got two people as well researching rather than just the one. But I want to make sure that I can have a place to consolidate the carbon dioxide so that I can start cleaning it, or at least start pumping it somewhere else. So that's still pumping. I got a lot of locations around me where I can start farming for algae and stuff. So I have showers and laboratories, which they don't do too much. Okay, this I want to build up here because that can help siphon out some of the polluted oxygen. Will you go to bed, Lyria? Stop having these late night snacks. And these are almost done. So my next project is to build a microbe musher. I need another small battery, a power generator, connect all this together, and then I'll be able to start converting my meal wood into the meal loaf, which is much better in. I think it's better quality, but I also think it qualifies as better um, calorie intake. I think question mark either that or I'm actually losing some. I'll have to make sure to keep an eye out on that in the future as I play on my own or play this more. Oh look, it's actually keeping the square. I wonder if that's a new update that came through, because that was one of the things that frustrated me, is that it would just, like, dirt and stuff would just keep falling down, and then your guys would never be able to keep up with it, or your duplicates would never be able to keep up with it. Accelerates regeneration, that's fine. Hand sanitizer, I need bleach stone for that. Which, bleach stone, I've run into a little bit, but I've not run into it very much. God, jeez, they are researching like the Dickens. I have not finished this many research things this quickly in this short a time. Ooh, and I've got the biodistiller now. So I can start producing an area to start converting slime into algae. Which, if I do that, then I have a source of algae, because I can carve out this area down here. I can carve out this area over here. Do I have any bleach stone near me? Am I lucky enough to get some bleach stone? Because I've never built this sanitation station before. There's algae in there with the slime. Nope, doesn't look like I'm going to get that lucky. That's very unfortunate. But that's... Oh, what's this? Oh, it's the pincha pepper plant. If it wasn't for the chlorine over there, I would potentially go for it, but I'm not going to risk that. I need somebody to put some sand into that, if you guys don't mind. Or would you kindly? Let's see. Liquid filtration. I don't need that just yet. So let's... I don't want to start doing too much just yet. Combat. Who's fighting? Oh, you guys fighting him. Murder him. And he's dead. Ha 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 ha. And you're dead. Oh, sweet. Yay, it's all finished. Okay, so I want some lice loaf. I want continuous lice loaf production. Who is my cook? I have no cooks. Okay, you have nothing specific about you, so you will be my chef. Because I can have a chef converting... Okay, so meal lice, 500 calories, and then 50 grams of water. Really? Meal lice is a terrible quality? And that's a grizzly quality. Or meal loaf. So how do I get better quality food? What is meal lice? Or is meal lice good quality? Interesting. Because that's something I have to keep an eye out on too, because I think after a certain point they'll stop. Either they'll stop eating or they'll get more stressed with certain food types, which could potentially add up against me. Why did I put ladders right there? Am I an idiot? Probably because I'm an idiot. And build those. No, not those two. No! Not those two. Okay, so I'm keeping it pretty steady. Oxygen up here is doing okay. That oxalite is gone. Okay, so I'm God! Jeez! So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn through all my researches. So then this way, I can focus on building out my base and everything like that. So let's keep going. I'm doing pretty good here. You guys are researching. I have a cooking zone. You guys are cooking that. You're running out of oxygen, right? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, crap. Guys, I need you guys to dig this dude out. Because he is going to suffocate in there. Come on, guys. That is a priority. Dig. What the heck? How do they always do that? Whenever, which, I mean, I guess that's supposed to be another way to prevent you from just flat out just digging like crazy without paying attention to what you're doing. Which I get that. That's a pretty smart system. So I'm going to make sure I wall this off, because if I don't, it's going to break through there. Or I'm not going to worry about it just yet. Because what I can do, though, is I'm going to build an oxygen scrubber. We're going to put a water pump here. And I don't have a way of reaching that, so I probably should make a way to reach that. We're going to put power. I'm going to put you off of this grid because I'm going to use it a little bit, but I'm going to turn it off. So it goes green to white. So then I don't have to worry about like just wasting resources. Okay, fill that into there. I need to be careful. And I've got another duplicate. So let's do choose a duplicate. Do I have anybody that could work? I do not want a loud sleeper. We'll go with you. I think that'll be all the duplicates I get for now. Excuse me, because I don't want to... Because if I get too many duplicates and I don't have a good flow of food and everything else, then it's going to wind up catching up to me and then wind up being very, very, very bad. So you're going to just pump... I think what I'll do is I'll just have you pump back into yourself. And boop. Okay, so that's finished. That's researched. Oh, they're doing the next tier. Awesome. So I need to make sure that this is built because that carbon dioxide is going to start building up there. So I need that to go there. Okay, so I've got decent food production right now. Are you guys not planting the meal right there? Awaiting delivery. Oh, you're trapped. Oh, no. Oh, no. It sucks to be you, you douchebag. So put that there. We're going to dig there. Okay, so it's still fairly okay oxygen right now. And your sleep's going to get interrupted, of course. What are you waiting on? You're not waiting on seeds, are you? Oh, this produces polluted water. Oh, so I need to watch out for that. So that I can make sure I... Okay, I also forgot to cancel that, cancel that, cancel that, cancel that. I forgot to build a filter. So refinement, we're going to build a water filter. And this thing has gotten huge. Like, it's got a much bigger tile set than it used to. Which I'm assuming that it was done like that to try and balance out. Like, because you relied a lot on the filters. So, I guess it was just kind of their way of, like, balancing it out, I guess. I don't know. It's a lot of... It's a lot of things about the it's a part of the patch notes that I didn't read. Not that I didn't read it because I didn't want to read it, but I didn't see anything in there that said anything about it. So put that there, and then you are just going to build right there. Okay, so we have plenty. You're out of meal lice, and food consumption seems to be okay right now. I think I need to change everyone's food consumption because there's what is this? Pepper bread. Oh, cool. There's a way so that I can make sure that people don't just eat until they're full, that they only eat till they're doing okay, which I need to change that. Assign details. No. Oh, yes, I know there's a food shortage. That's going to... Excuse me. That's going to wind up catching up to me. Okay, I also want to make sure you guys sweep that. So, let's make sure I keep planting. Food. Meal. Or planters. Okay, so that's starting to... The temperature in there is starting to rise. And that's the thing that I was afraid of that might happen. Because as people start going in there, the temperature starts rising in there, which winds up screwing a lot of things up. And I think these guys are smart to use these. Oh, max stress 50, minimum stress 0. Oh, okay, cool. So they do it automatically now. Okay, I'm going to stop research for just a moment. I said I was going to burn through it, but I want to try to get some other projects done. So that my guys, and yeah, I'm starting to get really short on food. So I really need to control how much they eat. How do I change that anymore? Expectations, grizzly, terrible, 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 terrible. And I think their stress will build with their food expectations as well. So do I do it on you? No. Not vitals. Crap. We're going to start getting really, 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 really short on food. Okay, I need food. I need to figure out how to change that fullness thing. Because that is going to completely screw everything up if everybody just keeps eating constantly. Ooh. You guys can harvest that. Will somebody dig that out? Jeez. And that's another thing I don't really get about the game is pressure. Because it says low air pressure. The plant requires a minimum atmospheric pressure of 150 grams. But so I'm assuming that is changed when my people go in there and consume the air in there. And so the pressure changes significantly. Which if that's the case, then that's really rough to keep up with. And you're producing mealwood, which I may have to start producing some mush bars for now. Which, wait. Actually, let me get a cooking station. Because then I can do fried mush bars, which make them a little bit better than they were before. So you guys dig that out. That's not a priority, is it? No, it's not a priority. Okay, so everything's going okay. Everybody's digging. I need to get this cleared out because this carbon dioxide, as it starts to build, will start to rise just because it'll be overly saturated. And geez, that carbon dioxide is building up there. I need to get that rotation going, or it's going to start adding up, which is bad. It's very, very, very bad. And that's still refrigerated, so that's good. Yes, food shortage, I know. Okay, so it's starting to bounce out in there. Nobody has to go in there anymore. And you're out of you don't have power right now. That's fine. We're not worried about it just yet. My only restroom is out of order. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, we're not doing too good. I'm actually doing kind of terrible. And that's mainly just because of my food production consumption right now. But if I get this cooking station done, then my duplicates will be able to create fried mush bars, which are really easy to produce. They just cost water. So you keep putting water in there, you keep doing meal ice, you build that. Ah, crap. Okay, I think I'll do one more day. Oh, dang it, nobody fixed the freaking, darn it. Nobody fixed the toilet. Crap. Okay, that's fine. I'm not freaking out just yet. Everything's going okay. So you're still waiting on what? I guess they're just doing everything in order. I don't have to pump anything into you, do I? No. Okay, I don't have to do anything like that. Okay, you're building the pump. And you've got 2 outputs. So you're building the cooking station. Boop. You're done. Oh! What? Food shortage? No, just another freaking mess. Oh, that's cool! Because the only thing you could produce before were the fried mush bars. And now that that's changed, now you can actually produce something useful. Or other useful things out of it. That's awesome. That's really cool that's been upgraded. Okay, you guys are harvesting. Oh, they're just going to straight eat the meal. Dadgummit. So I'm going to need to make sure my guys catch up on this, on the fried mush bars. So grizzly berry, 1600 removes the disease. Meal ice regrettably preserved in vinegar, which that just costs meal ice, and that's not too bad. So you use 300 to get effects. So does that mean it adds 100 calories because of the vinegar? So meat, and I don't have that. Sleet wheat. And, oh, that's cool. Oh, I think I can grow sleet wheat. Well, I can grow one sleet wheat, which, I mean, I guess that's okay. What is your catch, though? Temperature needs to be 5 degrees Celsius. So I need to put you in a cold environment. Got that. Got to keep that in mind. So I should be producing... So I may just have to prioritize my cooking. So do I have a cook? I have 2 people that can cook. And sorry, reject, reject. Okay, what are we doing? I need to get that. That's starting to catch up to me. Again, like I said, I'm doing not so good, not as good as I was hoping, but I'm not going to complain. So you need 2 mush bars to make a fried mush bar, which is fine. And you're producing. So does it prioritize one if I can't produce it? I think it still does it by order. Okay, so let's cancel that out. And we're going to have my guys focus on the mush bars for right now. And I'm going to go ahead and also produce or create another outhouse because I'm going to need one. Okay, so there's no meal lice in there. I need you guys to focus on that. Work pending. Ah, darn it. Okay, that's fine. So I know what I'm doing the next time. So next time I'm going to build up on food. I'm going to pretty much have I'm going to put another micro producing station up there. I'm just going to have my people just churn out a bunch of fried mush bars, which they're still not the best of the best, but it's still better than nothing as of right now until I get another good source of food, since it looks like the meal ice is not going to cut it that much anymore. But anyway, this game is still so much fun. It's starting to get a little ahead of me, and I'm not that good. I don't plan ahead very well, and that's kind of one of my biggest problems. But if you have any tips for it, make sure to leave it in the comments below. I am always up for getting better at this game because I really love this game. But anyway, if you are currently looking at LFG, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you have any suggestions on adventures you'd like to go on, leave a comment down below. And who knows, maybe we'll go on your adventure next time. See ya!